Hello and welcome to another video of Archons Only, where we try to beat Genshin Impact using only Archon characters. So for today's video we have this latest event involving Freminet, and the fun thing about this part of the event, so I did the other ones where you have to do some exploring, some things with the robot and circuits, but the ones I'm very interested in are these ones, because we have to use our characters to fight and try to obtain high scores with different characters and different challenges. But the interesting part is that not only we can use our two characters right now that we have, that are Furina and Venti, but also in some of them we have other characters, and especially other Archons. So I'm really excited to show them at some point. Especially they have a character that was never ever showcased before in this challenge, and it's Raiden Shogun. And interesting enough, she was just confirmed that, well, when at the time of recording, she was just confirmed to be one of the characters in the next update, and especially it's in the last banner of the next update, so that will give us some time to get primogems for her. So that would be another great reason to do this challenge, is because we need to get more primogems to wish for our possibly future next Archon that's going to be Raiden Shogun. And this would change a lot of how we play this account. We would be able to have another DPS for the Spiral Abyss. We'll have actually a first DPS, and we can transform Venti into a more of a swirl character that he's supposed to be. So it would be really fun to have another Archon and try to explore what other combinations we can do and what other ways to build that we can do, basically. So I won't be interested in getting all the scores, because that's going to take time and I have to do it over and over again until I get it. And sometimes it's not going to be even possible with the two characters that we have. But what I'm trying to do is just to get the primogems. That's the most important thing. And that's what I'm going to showcase right now. As you can see here, we have our first Archon character that we can choose is Nahida. It's level 80. It's funny enough that she's even more level up than our characters are level 60. So at least I hope that's going to give us just a little bit of help when using her. I know that when we use her in the other challenge, she was not much of a use, because she was only doing she was not only going to get Dendro applied, and we didn't have any other character to apply Hydro. But now we have Furina, and now we can have Hydro, and we can have Bloom reactions going on. We can also swirl with Venti, and I think the swirl also groups the blooms, or the bloom seeds, or however they call. So I hope that's also being helpful for applying Dendro to them and trying to generate more blooms and get more damage per seed explosion. So it seems that it's working really, really well. At least better than I expected, and she's doing way more damage than the previous challenge where I have to use her. So at least that's more encouraging for me to try to get her too. I know that Dendro is overpowered, especially when you use Dendro and Electro combination. But if we get Furina, we will have the Dendro core generation from Furina, and then we'll have Raiden Shogun to apply Electro. So that could be a potential new team that we can use. I'm really excited about that. And if not, if we don't get Raiden Shogun, but we can get Nahida, we can do exactly this team that we have here. At least if we have to play them all together. If we have to split them into two, and for the Spiral Beats, I don't know where I would put Nahida. If I put it with Furina, probably to make more damage, or if I would put her with Venti. But that's something that time will tell, and that's something that we don't need to worry with right now. We still have time until she reruns. I don't know when it's going to be, but to be honest, I really need a break to start collecting more primogems, because if not, it's going to be really, really bad for us. I don't want to be in a situation where I cannot get a 5-star Archon by that time. And oh my god, we did a lot of damage. Unfortunately, it's only getting us two goals, but it includes the primogems, so that's the most important thing. So we can continue with the next one. So here it is when we can finally use Raiden Shogun for this account and this challenge. So with this, we actually use all Archons available at least one time, and that's really interesting to see. So this could be actually the team that we have if we get her in the next, banner, I would say, or in the next wishing period. So it would be really interesting to see what else she can do. I know how she's built right now. Maybe I should check that. But I think she's using the catch. So this is going to be actually how we are going to build her, because I don't think I will have any other polearm for her. That would mean that I need to fish a lot. But if we already did it for Furina's weapon, I don't have any problem to do it for Raiden Shogun. But yeah, so this could be what our future looks like. Having a Raiden Shogun, oh, I just saw like 37k or something like that. That could be really good for us. It would actually increase our damage and our DPS potential. That's something that we're actually lacking with both Venti and Furina. So it would be a really great addition to the party. And yeah, finally we got her. Finally we can play with her, and that's going to be amazing, at least for me, for the account, and for everything. I wish I can get good images from this playthrough, because that would be great for me to use as a thumbnail, that they finally use her. I don't know when this video is going to come alive, if it's going to be before or after her banner starts, but at least we were able to test her way before than she's available, so it gives us an idea of how she could play and how we can build her. I should have checked her build in this event to know what else do we need to pre-farm for her. So for this third challenge, it's really funny that we have both Nubilet and the Wanderer, because I heard in one of the comments someone was saying that I should use Nubilet because he's like an actual stronger than an Archon or something like that. But the fun thing is that the Traveler was actually an Archon at some point, right? Don't you think that? I know he was not able to do it in the end because of Nahida and the stuff that Nahida and the Traveler defeat her. But actually Wonder was a god. So I wonder if that's, I know it's not legal, but that's something I was considering. Like, is he considered Archon or not? Would it be fair for us to vote for him? But I don't think it is. But I would really like to know your opinion about this, because I consider it really funny. The same with the comments saying like Venti is the actual Pyro Archon because he's overpowered and everything like that. But yes, so I don't think it's worth to do it, but I would think it would be funny if we run out of things to do, at least as a challenge. I don't know. So something that I'm thinking of starting doing is to add some music to the videos in the background. I don't know how boring it's for you to have only the sounds of, like, for example, these elements and fights and voices in the background, or if you prefer that, or if you prefer to have some music in the background. So I think that's something I'm going to start doing at some point, and I think this video could be a good one, just to avoid to have these empty spaces where there is no more dialogue or more sound, and it's mostly like ambience and voices. But I would really like to hear what you think about this. If you prefer the sounds, the normal sounds of the game, if you prefer to have some like low music or high music playing in the background. I would really like to hear your opinion and what do you think about this. So yeah, I hope to get your feedback as soon as possible. Wow, that was a really low score. I guess it's because two of my characters are level 60 and before at least one of them was at level 80. I hope we can finish them all. So in here we have Freminet we can rent. And that Freminet is even better level than ours, so I'm going to use it. So it might also give us an idea of how we can build her and what's good for her, if it's mainly a DPS or not. So we can see us using the same weapons we're doing, but she's using a different artifact set low, so her best in slot, I think. And so maybe we should consider farming that for her. Let's see if she's doing like great amount of damage. I also would like to see how much is she doing for healings. But we will see then. So I see a 8k, 5k as a damage. I don't think it's that far off from our Freminet. I might be wrong, but maybe it's the same, maybe a little bit less. I don't know. We will see. But I really want to see the healing that she's doing. That's something that's more comparable to what we need. And if she's still doing a really good healing using that set, I think that would be really good for us and would be enough for us to build her like this so she can have some... Oh, I saw a 13k there. So she can have not only damage potential but also a healing potential. And that would be the best that we can get because we could get not only heals but also damage. So I'm just recording voice over this. I don't remember what I did, if it actually used the healing. I hope I did, so I can check that. But maybe I was also trying to get as a high score as possible, and that might not even need to use some healing. Yeah, sadly, I didn't use any healing at this time, and luckily for us, in the next challenge, we can also use Freminet at level 80. But again, this is me from the future, and again, I didn't do any healing from her. I just using her attacks to actually try to do it in do the highest score in the time that they gave us. Especially I'm afraid because the one time when we have only Freminet and Venti, although they were our characters and not the lone ones, we barely passed the first reward. So yeah, that's mainly it. So unfortunately I don't have the actual healing output, but that's something that we can explore when we have our Freminet better leveled up or even ascended to level 80, that now it's at level 60. I think ours is... No, ours at level 70, right? I think so. 80. I don't know. Oh no, the 81 is the other one, is the lone one. Yeah, so I guess like so it's level 70 for us. But yeah, we will see when we reach there. And when we are able to actually summon or try to get some artifacts, I can decide if we should use her kit or other kit or their artifact, maybe Maiden, or actually her best in slot. Maybe that would be cool to have it for Venti, for example, if we want to use it as a DPS. Having the other set that gives them attack, I think, could be helpful. I don't know. We will see. I would like to hear also your opinions on how to build them once we can reach adventure rank 45 and actually wish for, or at least try to get artifacts, because I'm actually collecting a lot of condensed resin for that. So that would be fun to record. So it's kind of funny that at the beginning of the video, and I even mentioned it, they were level 60, and through the video they are now level 70. So it means that in between, instead of recording the first part and second part, I actually ascended my world rank or adventure rank, and also I leveled them up and ascended them to make more damage. So I guess you can expect what's going to happen after this video. But yeah, it was kind of funny to see that change in the video, and that's basically because of editing. So I did this in two parts. I did the first part when I was able to do it, and then I had to wait for, I think, 1 day or two to continue with that quest. And I guess things happened, and I leveled up, and I was able to make them stronger. So take that as something really funny from the video, and we can see maybe, or you can pay attention to if I was able to get more damage from 60s to 70, or if that was like something that you can notice or not, if they look the same. But I know that these ones have really, I think, high resistance to DPS damage. As you can see, I'm doing nothing with Venti. Well, nothing with any of my attacks, basically. But yeah, this is a way to finish the event, and I don't think it's going to take more time. You can see Freminet, it's forcing us to use him, but we're not going to use it at all. So it's there in our team, chilling out, losing life because of Furina, but it's actually not being used at all in the whole game. So as you can see here, we're able to complete this quest, so we're able to get any primogem that they were offering us, at least. So yeah, that's basically it. I didn't want to showcase the other ones because I think like showing you how to do silly things that doesn't involve any combat would be boring, but let me know if you actually wanted to see them or not. I have the recordings, but I didn't include them. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you really enjoyed the video, and I see you in the next one. Bye bye.